Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about the new K-drama See You in My 19th Life. I went into this show completely blind. I hadn't watched any of the trailers or even read the webtoon by Lee Hae that it's based on. I had also put off watching this show for a few days just because when I read the description of the show, I thought that it was going to be a very depressing and emotionally draining show, but it's actually very hopeful and uplifting overall. Don't get me wrong, there's definitely some depressing moments and hard to watch scenes, but I think overall it leaves you feeling very positive and upbeat. See You in My 19th Life follows Ban Jium, who is reincarnated into her 19th life after her 18th life being cut short by a tragic accident. In her new life, she seeks out those closest to her from her previous life, including Moon So-ha. I want to very quickly praise the acting of the show. I'm nowhere near an expert, or even slightly an expert, and honestly I don't usually notice if the acting's good or bad. I just enjoy the show. But in this one, everyone's acting is so well done, especially the child actors. Oh my god, the child actors are so good. I can't believe how young they are and yet so talented. It's really amazing to watch.
저기 저 종삼촌 말이야. 그 삼촌이 죽어서 환생한 것이 바로 나예요.
Another quick praise from me is going to be for the cinematography of the show. There are so many beautiful shots and scenes and colors that all just complement each other so well. It's just so well done, and it makes it really fun to watch and just see all those scenes on the screen. The pacing of the show has been very well done so far, in my opinion. The first episode did a great job of providing us with all of the important backstory and expositions about the characters and making us feel for the characters in such a short amount of time. Nothing felt dragged out or boring or like anything went on too long. It was very precise. They came in, they did what they needed to do, and they moved on. This might be because it's only a 12 episode series compared to the 16 episodes that I thought it was going to be, so they didn't really have any extra time to drag anything out, but so far it's done very well. Ban Jium is the main female lead and is such a fun character to watch on screen. I love how unabashedly she was herself and just said and followed all of her own impulses no matter who was around her. I guess after 19 years or 19 lives, you just stop caring about what most people think about you, which makes sense, honestly, but it makes her such a great and unique character to watch and that you start caring for almost immediately. It's also fun how even though she's been alive for 19 lives, we're watching her be in love for the first time, because after so many lives, you've probably figured out everything, so it's nice to watch her go through something she doesn't already have figured out and get to experience her learn all these new things and feel all these new feelings. I also love how before going to work at the hotel, she was a senior researcher, presumably working to make cars safer, and I think considering how her 18th life ended, it's just very telling of what a kind-hearted character she is. Ban Jium has also just gone through so many painful moments of the course of so many lives, but yet still remains so positive and upbeat. It's so easy to get attached to her and root for her and just want everything to work out for her, because we've seen just how many painful things she's gone through. We want the best for her, even though it's only been 2 episodes. I do hope that we get to see more of her and her younger, or now older sister, I guess, and see their relationship blossom. It's fun getting to see the more serious and uptight Moon So-ha constantly getting taken aback by everything she does and says. I already love the chemistry we see between them so far, and I can't wait to see more of it.
나랑 결혼하자. 응?
결혼하자.
My favorite scene from the 2 episodes is easily the fish tank scene between the 2 leads. As I said previously, the cinematography is just beautiful, and I think this scene really encapsulates that. It's such a good example of how beautiful this show can be. Also, did anyone else think of the Romeo and Juliet fish tank scene, or just me? Because I definitely got strong Romeo and Juliet fish tank scenes from this. The chemistry between the 2 of them is already so good, and we've barely even begun, so I can't wait to see how it progresses and how it changes as they get even closer to each other. The only negative thing I have for this show so far would honestly be the love triangle between the 2 sisters and Moon So-ha. I honestly just really really dislike love triangles in general. They always just make me frustrated, and I feel like they're usually pretty unnecessary. And I especially hate it when it involves siblings because I think it just makes it hurt so much more. So I hope either it never really becomes a big problem, or if it does, it's resolved very quickly. The biggest strength of the show to me is definitely just how well it balances the dark and light moments in it. There are obviously quite a few moments in the show that are very tragic and honestly just depressing, but by the end of every episode, I never really felt like I was emotionally drained or tired from any of it, and I definitely credit that to how well they were able to balance the show and were always able to inject so many positive moments and comedic scenes into
이
it.
꽃 이름이 뭐게?
I am so hopeful for this drama, and I already really love it. I knew that I loved it because I kept checking to see how much time was left in the episode, and when I found out it was only going to be 12 episodes instead of 16, I got so sad and depressed. But honestly, I can't wait for the next episodes to come out. I think my overall rating would probably be, honestly, like a 9 out of 10. The love triangle does make me a little worried, but so far it hasn't been a big issue, so I think I'd give it a 9 out of 10. And I'm just so excited to see where it goes.